Alright, let's get back into it again. So we're still playing as Denmark here. Um, yeah, so we're in the middle of annexing Saxe-Lauenburg, and that's going to finish right now. And there we go. Integrated Saxe-Lauenburg. So I lost 10 legitimacy for that, but that's okay. It comes back, 4 years it'll be back. And I got 3 units out of it, which is great, I guess. And a 3 based electrons, which is also great, I guess. And these things really matter that much. But hopefully it's not enough in order to convince Mecklenburg in order to join a coalition against me. Well, you see, they all have annexed a member of the Holy Roman Empire, kind of take away from our relations here, which is a little bit annoying. But I guess that's just the way it goes. They desire Bornholm for some reason. That's weird. Anyway, so that's that. So we got rid of one of our relations and one of our vassals, which is good. So another thing I was thinking about is that I'm really low on Diplo points. I need to annex Sweden, which is going to cost me a lot. I sort of did the math here, and in order to get from Iceland to Greenland, that's way too far to colonize. So we're going to have to reach level 7, and we're going to have to get an idea here that's a Diplo idea. So as much as I say that admin is the most important thing in the world right now, I don't think it is. I think we need those Diplo points more than anything. So I'm going to set our national focus to Diplo power. It's going to be in effect for 25 years. So that means pretty much until the 1500s. We're going to have we're going to be getting lots and lots of Diplo points. But I think we're just going to be using so many of them that I think it's going to be worth it. And while the next idea group is coming up relatively soon, 2 more techs away, and I'm probably going to take an admin idea with that. I don't really need. Well, I do need more military points as well. I really need all 3 of these. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about making our national focus diplomatic. Maybe I won't do it quite yet, but I'll definitely do it soon. Regarding moving Oldenburg from the map, this is not something we're going to do. Not anytime soon. I don't really see us doing this. Ally with Pomerania and Gelre, neither of those we're not going to declare war on either of those guys anytime soon. So yeah, we're going to remove that mission. It's sort of a waste of time. So I had to wait a year for a new mission, but that's okay, because I wasn't going to accomplish that in a year anyway. Yeah, so there wasn't a chance. So let's see if, yeah, so we did go 2 over our force limit, because we took Saxe-Lauenburg's troops, but I think that's okay. And my explorer's ready to go, so let's keep going before this explorer gets old and dies. Yeah, so it always wants to go through the Labrador Sea, but we're going to stall not to do that because open sea means attrition, and attrition's really what limits you in terms of how far you can go. So we'll explore that. I'll come back up there, and then back onto Iceland. Hopefully you can make all that trip without dying. We will see. Yeah, so our coalitions currently include Scotland and a bunch of stuff in the northern bit here. We're probably going to declare war on Livonian Order. Yeah, Livonian Order in just a little bit. As soon as I get more troops over there. One thing I want to do is I've realized that I am really close to an alliance with France. All I need to do is get the French opinion above 0, and then maybe get it up a little bit more than that, and then just in order to make him like me just a little bit, and then he'll take an alliance for sure. And that would be sweet, actually. I would love an alliance with France, and preferably I'd love to keep that alliance for as long as I can do it. And in the meantime, I have my current ally Poland and Lithuania, or currently Poland, who is allied with Lithuania. So I realized that I can't declare war on Novgorod if Lithuania is involved, because I don't want to have to fight Lithuania and Novgorod at the same time. And then there's also Poland. Yeah, I can take on Poland. I know I can do that. And I can probably take on Lithuania. While they have been very useful in terms of fighting people that might be in here, in this region. They fought Hungary for me, which was nice. I do think that that France is a better ally than, I mean, he's just way too powerful. And while it would be fun to try to knock France down to size, yeah, I think he's a better ally than Poland is. And I sort of want Poland's lands, especially Urbino. And now's a good time for it, because if we vassalize Teutonic Order, then that means that I can use Teutonic Order to get back this Chelmno province, Ermland and Neumark. I'm not sure exactly how I'm never going to be at war with Brandenburg, but yeah, if I ever end up at war with Poland, then I can get back all three of those without taking a single hit of aggressive expansion and give them all back to Teutonic Order, which will eventually become my lands. So it does cost me diplo points, but it does take away from aggressive expansion and coring costs, I guess. Yeah, so Poland will eventually get an idea that makes his lands really expensive, and so will Lithuania. Expensive to core, that is. So I'd rather get these guys beaten up a little bit first, well, sooner rather than later, before they start getting those ideas as well. And that's really the way that I think our expansion has the most potential, is east. South into Germany, there's too much aggressive expansion. That needs to be something that is slow and takes place over hundreds of years. You know, that's how you conquer Germany. If you try to force brute your way in there, you're just going to end up with all of Germany at war with you at once, and that's just crazy, in huge coalitions all the time. Should we get this idea? Or this next tech? Let's wait a year. I don't really need it. It's just production efficiency in a farm estate. None of those are really that important. Production efficiency is nice, but Granada's gone. Bye Granada. So the Islam has been pushed outside of Europe. Well, with the exception of the Ottomans, at least. Once again, where is my transfers? Where did I put them? They're there. Yeah, I moved them down to Jalen. Right. Yeah, so we're about to get this war with these guys started. With Livonian Order started. So yeah, so France is probably at the point where I'll take an alliance. No, he isn't. I got another minus 15 out of nowhere. How'd that happen? Neutral attitude. Okay, so maybe and trust, I guess, as well. Okay. So, yeah, annexing Sweden would sure help my military strength and maybe make France like me a little bit more. Let's sail you over to Ostpreußen. Yeah, yeah, so I guess we'll just leave that going for a little while. When this guy comes back from Tyrone, we'll use him to, we'll see if we can get access through Poland, and then I can just walk in here and beat up Teutonic Order. Yeah, I'm thinking that, you know, while Poland is a great ally and everything, he's really useful and really helped me out a lot. I think I do want his lands more than I want his armies to be helping me, so yeah, it's just a more long-term, it makes a bit more sense. As much as I would love to beat up France, I think that would be a lot of fun, trying to beat up France, but that's going to require a few wars against England and stuff, which, you know, we might actually win. Actually, let's look at our navies, our navy sizes. Total navy. Click that a few times. Alright, so we have the biggest navy, well, tied with the Ottomans, but the Ottomans are far away, in Venice and stuff. So England's got 9 heavies, we have 11. Fortunately, England's allied with Portugal, and so both of these armies, or both of these navies put together is bigger than ours, but I think give it a bit more time and let us build a few more heavy ships, and we might surpass them. We already have a bigger naval limit than England does, although put the two of them together and that's not true. Plus they get lots of, you know, naval tradition and bonuses and things like that. So what was I going to do here? I was going to get access. Access first, let's do that. Alright, and that's going to make Poland a little bit more happy. And not that it really matters that much. What else is Poland allied with? Mecklenburg and stuff, okay. Invest in a cardinal. Which cardinal? Oh, this 42-year-old from Ulm. Yeah, well, I'll wait a little bit and then I'll do that. Don't want to waste all my Catholic points or whatever the heck there are. That's really what they are. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, the Ottomans are just steadily taking out all the Mamluk's allies as he wins this war. He's not winning it very strongly, but he is winning. Yeah, so if you're a player and you're fighting the Ottomans, one excellent strategy is build up a giant navy of galleys and park them here. And you can effectively cut their country in half and then defeat half their army and just ignore the other half, unless they manage to walk around through Crimea. That's really the best way to take on the Ottomans if you ever want to fight them. Lithuania coalition me again. Alright. Lithuania, make up your mind. Yeah, he'll probably coalition me again soon. Actually, yeah, I want to keep this alliance with Poland going for at least until the end of this war. So I can't declare war on him because that brings in the coalition, and the coalition includes, well, a lot of people, including Lithuania. But I can declare war on you, so let's do that. I could vassalize this guy, actually, right off the bat. Vassalizing him, it's 5 base tax for these 2 provinces. I don't think we're going to bother with it, though. That's not enough base tax to make it worthwhile. So we're going to declare war for Reval. Let's march you over to Riga first, and then we'll do that. L'Etat Saint-Moi, no, unless this blues a lot of points. Okay. And where's my navy? I parked it over here. Alright, sail it up over in front of Teutonic Order, who will almost definitely join the war. Let's wait for them to get there. It auto-saved in February. What? Oh yeah, it's I keep forgetting this is Iron Man mode, so it auto-saves whenever it wants and frequently. Can I click anywhere else? Is that... No, that's the far as I go. Okay. So let's sail around like this, and then around like this, and around like this, around like this. And then back to Iceland. Alright. So back at this war, let's get it started. Declare war on Reval. That'll bring in Teutonic Order. Well, hopefully it'll bring in Teutonic Order. Oh, I called in Poland. Oops. I didn't mean to call in Poland. Well, I guess I just need to get there first. That's what that means. So let's move our guys over there. Actually, you don't really need a general. You can just go beat those guys up without a general. The real army is here. Yeah, Teutonic Order's in. Okay, so I need to get into Teutonic Order before Poland does. Although, yeah, I guess Poland will be fine. Ooh, this is actually going to happen this time. Lübeck, Danzig, or Neva. Well, I already kind of own Lübeck through the Hansa. Danzig is this guy here. I'm planning on taking out this war, and Neva is up over in Novgorod lands. But that's going to wait. So I think I can actually do this one at 50 Diplo power. Nice, 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 nice. I like that. So let's get that one going. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I need that Diplo power for many reasons. So let's just actually stand in Marienburg. Maybe, Poland's going in there at Marienburg too. So let's split in half and send the other half over to Danzig. At least get these sieges going. In fact, let's get dedicated siegers there, so that, yeah, this game has another bug in it that I really, really don't like, and it's screwed me over multiple times in the past, and that's that if you have something, a situation like this where you have an army standing on some land and someone else is also standing on your land, and you don't want them to take control of the siege, then what you need to do is, if you ever split up your army, then what happens is it considers that, yeah, so, okay, so Poland's gonna go fight them, I'm fine with that. Yeah, if you ever split up your army, then they take over control of the siege, even though you got there first, and that can be very annoying. So if you split up your army beforehand, then you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so let's get you guys, move you down to Riga. Let's get, I bet you the attrition's pretty terrible here. Yeah, it's 30% there. Alright, let's drop off those guys, go to Riga. And, what's the attrition like here? It is 3% as well. Yeah, so I don't want to lose manpower for no reason, but I'm just going to stand here until he loses this battle. And he'll probably, well, he'll probably move somewhere else than Poland. Connaught became a vassal of England. Really? Which one's Connaught? That one. Okay. I gotta watch out for these English guys, because they're gonna keep doing stuff like that. And let's fabricate claims on England, I guess, now. So, I can almost claim, I can claim a lot of stuff. I can claim all this stuff, and I can claim all this stuff. Well, I can claim Northumberland. So let's start with Cumbria and Northumberland. I think those are the most important two, because that'll stop them from taking Scotland away from me, which is, you know, bad. And maybe Meath as well. I'd like to stop them from taking Meath. Maybe I should help this battle. It looks like he might actually not win. So let's get these 6 guys and move them in, and let's get these guys and move them in. And plus I want to get out of... oh, yeah, we won. Okay, good. So let's move you down to Galich, because I assume that's where he's going. Yeah, so because he lost all his lands, his guys have nowhere to run, and so, yeah, they only move 1 province, and then they get squished. Yeah, so, if you want to fight a war against someone who's better than you, and you expect to be running around a lot, make sure you always have somewhere to run to, otherwise your guys will just get killed really easily. Okay, so that's enough people influence. Let's go for that Ulm guy. There we go. So we got a cardinal. So I did realize what cardinals do. They increase your legitimacy over time, and they increase your prestige over time by a little bit, which is great. But you know, I mean, who cares? That sort of stuff's not that important. Let's group those guys up, check on my explorer. How's he doing? He's not even back yet. Where is he? Oh, he's just sailing around here. Oh, he's still got plenty of health too. That's good. yeah, so I'm gonna need Tech 7 before I can actually reach the New World, which means that's gonna be, you know, 1500s. It's gonna, yeah, I can't break history that much. As much as I can try, I can't reach the New World that quickly. Um, if I was someone like Portugal, then yeah, I could actually break history and reach Brazil that quickly. Um, but I would need to colonize. Well, I would probably need to colonize someone down here, and then I'd probably need to colonize. Was it Cape Verde, and then I can probably get across the Romanche Gap and start colonizing northern Brazil, and then I can move up, steadily move my way up and up into here. Yeah, as far as it stands, this distance for me is just too big. Did Austria just declare war on Württemberg? Yeah, he did. Why did he do that? Austrian conquest. Yeah, so that emperor. If anyone else tries to annex a vassal, oh, and Mecklenburg coalition me. No, that's too bad. Yeah, if anyone else tries to annex a member of the HRE, then he'll fight them in order to free them. But Austria will still take his own lands. It doesn't really matter. Trier will cede lands to Mainz. Interesting. Mainz is growing. Oh, that's cool. Oftentimes Mainz just sits there and doesn't do anything. But yeah, Mainz is doubled up. His lands just doubled, which is sweet. Yeah, so as far as vassalizing within the HRE, I think we got too much aggressive expansion to really do much about that. I mean, there's really only Friesland and Cleve and, that's about it. And Galway, I think, are the only ones we can actually take. The only ones we can actually peacefully vassalize. So we're not going to do that. We're going to wait on that front. And the HRE is too angry at us for taking the Hansa and for annexing Saxe-Lauenburg. So we'll just give it some time here. I do definitely want Stettin at some point because he's got a river estuary within my trade node, and that matters to me. That's very important. Naples. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is insane. Naples, or sorry, Urbino, 5 base tax. Look at him now. Look, he's taken over. Well, he took over Naples, which is 9, and the rest of the country. Holy cow, Urbino. Wow! I mean, you probably got some enemies out of that, but wow! He just grew so much. Okay, so Pope is definitely going to coalition him, and probably Tuscany and stuff as well. Which means he's probably going to lose whatever coalition war comes up next. But, wow! I mean, if Tuscany doesn't coalition him, if it's just the Pope, then he might have a chance of holding on to the lands he just took. But oh my goodness, Urbino, you're a massive beast! Wow! Good job, Urbino. That's fantastic. Urbino would be a fun guy to play as, although I think he gets very bland ideas. What does he have? He has Italian ideas. Will Urbino form Italy? Good question. I think Milan's in a better position right now to form Italy, just because he does own Liguria, and that's worth way more. I mean, look at Lombardia. Look at Milan's base tax. It's insane. Anyway, so let's just wait for some sieges to come in. You're still blockading, so it's still worth it. So let's fabricate a claim on. I already did Cumbria, so let's do Northumberland. Yeah, I really just want these two and Meath, and that would be satisfying for me in the next war. In the first war against England, although more land is always better. So let's sail you up to this Gulf of Finland here, and let's sail. Do they have a navy? They have 1 boat. Okay, so let's put you guys there, and let's put you guys here, and that should really blockade everything. I just want to make sure that I got those guys first. Okay, so I've probably improved relations with France almost to the limit. He's willing to marry me, which means he's willing to ally me. Okay. So let's stop improving relations with him for now. I'm not going to take any aggressive expansion against France for taking over Teutonic Order. What are my relations? Yeah, 3 to 4. Maybe I just ally both Poland and France. I don't know. Alright, 50 Diplo points in order to do this. That's fine. I really do need to get some ideas that make that cheaper for me. Yeah, so this ticks off Lithuania more, which is sort of annoying, because I'm going to end up with him in a coalition. It ticks off Germany, though, by a fair amount. I didn't realize it would be so much. And by 13. Which isn't that bad, but it's still, I mean, it adds up. And it ticks off France by 8, but who cares? Where's Poland on this list? I'm sure it's very far down there. Or maybe it's 0 at all. 0 entirely. Yeah, yeah, it takes off the Ottomans by 3. So one interesting thing is Byzantium still exists. So I'd really love to go annex, or at least vassalize Byzantium, because then I could feed him all the Ottoman lands, and he's got so many cores that it would be fantastic. However, I don't think that's really going to happen. So, okay, let's just vassalize these dudes, and we're going to full annex those dudes. And Lithuania's going to hate me for it, but I mean, you just got to do what you got to do. I mean, I could just ignore England for a while, actually. I might just do that, just so that I can keep beating on Lithuania. Because he's going to be in a coalition with me for a while, so I want to beat him up until he doesn't matter anymore. That would be ideal. And we just sunk their navy. No big surprise. Let's sail up to the Gulf of Finland, get all our navies together for I don't know what reason, but we're going to do it anyway. Should I start claiming these guys as lands? That's a good question. Nothing's really got good base stacks except Daisy. I don't know. I think that'll happen when it happens. Or maybe I can just ignore these guys for a while. I don't know. My aggressive expansion is already up there in the fact that it's going to be around for 20-ish years before he finally gets out. He hasn't rivaled me yet though, so I mean maybe I'll be lucky. Let's see what he'll do. Yeah, he's still allied with Lithuania. Hardly any aggressive expansion. I really need to start getting into Russia. Because fighting Russia will not tick off pretty much anyone except other Russians. So Muscovy might hate me for it, and Ryazan might hate me for it, but that's okay. I don't really care about that. Alright, so let's claim Meath. I can't because I'm doing that. Well, what to do with my diplomat then? I don't even know. I'll make Hansa happy. How about that? No, Hansa. There we go. Group relations. Let's go. Let time pass. Mamluks will cede. There we go. And so ends the ability for the Mamluks to defend themselves. They lost Aleppo, which is actually a huge province, important center of trade in their home trade node, and 7 base stacks. So, yeah, that's going to be painful. That's going to hurt them a lot. And look, I mean, the Ottomans just conquered this place, and look how low the revolt risk is. It's insane. Why it's so low, I don't even know. It's like low, they already had a core in it, which they don't. Yeah. I don't know why that is, why it's so cheap for them, but I mean, it's just Ottomans, you know, they have that sort of thing going on. Yeah, and yeah, they had to give up Tripoli, and Tripoli's going to get eaten by Algiers probably, or maybe Tunisia or something. Or maybe by the Mamluks again in 10 years, I don't know. We will see. Alright, so let's just stand around and wait. That's always fun. I got a lot of points here. Unfortunately, no one's made it to Tech 7, so I don't get the 10% discount yet. How this discount works is that you get 5% per tech level that someone else has gotten. So the person in the lead has 6. That's the best person in Europe. In the Western Tech group has 6. Alright, so we took Narva, and we took Riva. Oh, yeah, wow, we won everything at the same time. And Ryazan just got eaten by Muscovy, and no one cares because it's in Russia. Except Novgorod. Novgorod cares, but yeah. They already are in the middle of a duke it out until you die kind of battle. So let's pull this guy back and let's get ready to annex. Oh, my Explorer died. Oh, that's sad. He didn't really live very long. I should check that last episode to see when I actually hired him, but yeah, I think he lived like 10 years and died. That's terrible. A very short lifespan. That was kind of a waste of 50 diplo points, but I mean, I did learn things. Wow, you're gonna charge me 150 for that? That's a lot. Shouldn't cost me that much. Maybe I won't take the Loveland, I'll just take these two. So what does that compare? Yeah, the aggressive expansion is done right, so I'll take these two. And I'll get you to... No, don't do that, because it costs me a lot. I don't want to give you anything, obviously. I could vassalize this guy. I don't want to do that, I have too many vassals, and he's not worth it. So let's do that. Should I take his money? No, I'm making money. I'm making good money, so... I'll just take these two guys. I'll take Liveland another day. It's just this is 150. It's too much. I need those diplo points for too many other things. I can always just claim more stuff later. Oh, I forgot to take Danzig. Wasn't that a thing I was gonna do? Dang it. Dang it, Mark, come on. Get it together. Okay, so took Reval and Narva. That's fine. So let's core these guys. Core you and core you. And let's just tech up. Why not? It'll make me more money. Production efficiency is good. So yeah, so over time production efficiency keeps going up and up and up. And so right now it's already kind of tying my base stacks. I have a decision here to increase missionary strength increased tax modifier and increased Catholic reform desire. So Catholic reform desire basically says how far away the Reformation is. Right now, it's actually really far away. I expect that to be further along right now. But this is a Europe-wide thing. Every single time someone has a decision or makes a decision that increases reform desire, it increases for everybody. Um, and it's still well away. Okay, so let's do this because missionary strength, although not useful for me right now, maybe it'll be useful for me one day. But taxes are great. I like taxes, and this lasts until the end of the game. So yep, we're doing that. Okay, so let's get you guys. Let's take the actual navy, park them over here or something. I don't know. You don't really need it there. And these other navies, you can go land in Ostpreußen, and let's park these guys up over here. Bremen left the coalition. I do like that. And maybe let's start. Did I get a claim on Neva for this mission? No, I didn't. Ally with Lithuania. Maybe I should claim like Ingerman land. I really like that name, Ingerman land. Okay, claim Ingerman land. Great. So that's I think it for this episode. I've already kind of run out of time. Yeah. So hopefully in the future we'll be able to beat up Novgorod, or maybe switch our allies around. I still have to think about whether or not this is a good idea. Now that we have Teutonic Order as an ally, as a vassal, I mean, then definitely a war with Poland would be beneficial. But he does have some fairly strong allies. Poland and Lithuania put together, is going to be a tough battle. I'd rather annex Sweden before that happened. But then again, I mean, now's the time to do it before before Teutonic Order gets fully annexed by Poland. So yeah, I think that's as far as it goes here. And although I'd love to beat up France, he'd be willing to ally me right now. Well, I'll marry him and then he'll ally me. And that would be a wonderful, wonderful beast which I could use to beat up anyone I wanted to. I could beat up Castile and take some lands over here, and then beat up Portugal, and then stop these guys from colonizing. Pretty much is what I could do if I got France on my side. But we will see. Anyway, that's it for now. Take care and have a wonderful time for the rest of your day. Bye bye.